Hi, my name is Freddie Amazon. My pronouns are he, him, his. And I wanted to start off this short testimony with with a quote, not a verse, not like biblical or anything. It's a quote by Picasso. It says, "The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away." And this quote used to be really meaningful. Well, it is really meaningful to me. I kind of discovered it throughout my journey in high school, and it just has stuck with me since then. I used to feel really, really empty inside. I had no hope for life. I didn't really understand why I was even alive. I Life just had no meaning for me. I used to be really selfish. I was really insecure. I was really depressed. And I guess I need to kind of take you back to the moment where it kind of began. It actually began years before, but I don't want to bore you with my entire life. So I'll just tell you about the significant parts. When I was 13, I remember walking home, and the next thing I know from then is I wake up strapped into a bed. I had needles in my arms. I had needles in my chest. I had a tube down my nose, and I was surrounded by people in white and blue uniforms. All I remember is feeling really, really scared, and I knew that I had to get out. So I grabbed the needles in my arms, I grabbed the needles in my chest, I grabbed the tube, I pulled, and I ran. And after that, everything just went black as my face hit the floor. I made several more attempts to escape after that until I gradually realized what was going on. I realized that the people that were in white and blue uniforms surrounding me were actually doctors and nurses. I realized that I was in a hospital, and I discovered that I had been shot, that I had become paralyzed on the right side of my face and body. I had to relearn how to sit, how to walk, and how to do many things on my own again. A couple months later, I was released from the hospital, and it was at this point where I think my real problems began. When I was in high school, I started realizing how different I had become. I couldn't do what other teenagers my age could do. I couldn't ride a bike. I couldn't play sports. I just couldn't be a normal teenager. And I remember when I was walking home from school, people would call the cops on me because they would confuse me for a drunk. My balance was really affected, and I used to sometimes stumble, and I would lose my balance whenever I walked. So people would confuse me for a drunk, and I just remember gradually hating life from then. I started hating myself. I remember that I used to cry myself to sleep almost every single night, just wishing for the pain to go away. I tried to commit suicide for the first time when I was 15, and I tried again when I was 17. Years later, when I was 24, after graduating from college, I was living in Los Angeles, and I moved back home with my mother in Northern California. And I remember meeting for the first time a pastor, and he gave me this book. And I remember how this book pretty much changed my life. This book told me that there was a reason that I was alive, that I had a purpose, that everything that I went through happened for a reason. And at first, I kind of understood, but I never really felt it. I still felt kind of empty. I still knew something was missing. But years later, but not years, maybe months later, I had I guess you would say, close personal encounter with Jesus. And for the first time in my life, I felt that love from him. I didn't know who Jesus was before, but I felt loved. I felt significant. I felt like somebody really cared for me. And since that moment, my life has changed. I realized today that I was never alone in my life, that there was someone with me all along, and that was Jesus. I realized that everything that I went through, he didn't want it to happen to me. I know that it hurt him that it happened to me, but he allowed this to happen because it strengthened me. It made me who I am today. It shaped my heart. It formed me into more like Jesus. And today I am stronger. I am more empathetic. I love my life. I value myself. And years ago I wasn't able to say these things, and today I say them proudly. I am gay. I've been shot. I have been paralyzed, and I'm not ashamed of the person that I am today.